Welcome to my video on how not to grocery shop. I have been seeing videos left and right on YouTube recently complaining about food inflation, how people can't afford to feed their families of four because they're spending $1,000, $1,200, $1,400 a month or some huge amount. And at first I was like, I don't see those kind of prices here where we are in the Minneapolis area. I'm not seeing $9 Fruit Loops or $15 watermelons or anything even remotely like that. And so I pulled up my recent grocery receipts and I took a look at them. Now, I'm responsible for buying all the groceries for our household of 5 adults and 2 toddlers. Our budget is $600 to $650 a month tops. And I mean tops. And that includes paper products. It includes dish soap. Anything that you would normally get in a grocery store is included. The first thing I want to show you is my Costco receipt. So the last time I went to Costco was May 16th. And I spent $380. And I will show you the receipt in a moment. But to tell you what I bought, 50 pounds of flour, 20, I think, pounds of wheat flour, cauliflower, Havarti cheese, butter, basil pesto, cherries, strawberries, mandarins, golden kiwi. I'm not sure what that item is. Chocolate croissants, syrup, Brussels sprouts, English muffins, cucumbers, asparagus, provolone cheese, peppers, bok choy, stir fry something, I don't know, romaine, ham, avocado oil or olive oil, car oranges, log of goat, 2 logs of goat cheese, a 10-pound tube of ground beef for $46, 40 pounds of chicken drumsticks for $26. So this, so you know, is at the Costco Business Center in North Minneapolis. They cater to businesses, specifically restaurants, and you can get deals there that you can't get at a normal Costco. So I got, like I said, 10-pound ground beef for $47. I buy goat there. It's about $45 a pound, or excuse me, 45 pounds at $4.39 a pound, etc. But here is my receipt for $376.10. Okay? There you go. Now, we also use the regular Costco. We also shop at Aldi's. And Costco and Aldi's makes up 98% of our shopping. Here is my Aldi's receipt. 4 paper bags, 2 packages of sliced cheese, marshmallows, mandarins, crunchy granola cereal, cauliflower, blueberries, blackberries, pasta sauce, ranch dressing, watermelon, romaine hearts, celery, bananas, mandarins, asparagus, broccoli, French green beans, mini cucumbers, all sorts of stuff. Rotini pasta, I spent $91.55. Okay? There's my receipt. Now, today, and that Aldi's receipt was from 1 week ago, the 30th of May. This receipt is from our secret weapon, which is Mike's Discount Foods in Coon Rapids. Now, Mike's predominantly sells food that is just expired, about to expire, whatever, canned goods that are a little bit over the shelf date, whatever. We don't buy diddly of that stuff. What we get from them often is fruit or vegetables by the caseload. Now, I'll get into storage in a little bit, but I want to tell you about this one. So I spent $122.75 today. I got 2 pounds of snow peas, a seedless watermelon, a pound and a half of plums, a pound of grapefruit, 2 bushels of sweet corn, so about 102 ears, 6 ounces of organic blackberries, 12 of those containers, 12 small colored peppers, 3 pints of blueberries, 2 pounds of apples, 2 Athena melons, type of cantaloupe, 3 7-ounce containers of or blocks of cheese, and 20 pounds of pork chop ends. Now, pork chop ends, you gotta they're unevenly cut, so you got to be a little creative with how you cook them. But here's my receipt for $122.75 for all of that. I'm going to bring that up close so you can see it. Whoops, sorry, folks. There you go. Mike's Discount Foods. Okay? Now, we have some advantages that other people may not have. Okay? We got a big house. My wife and I live in the basement. Daughter, son-in-law, 2 kids, plus our adult niece live on the second floor, and we kind of all share everything on the first floor. We do have 2 refrigerators plus a deep freeze. Okay? But we eat pretty dang cheap. All the corn we bought today, we're going to cut it off to ears, and we're going to freeze it. We freeze extra blackberries, turn them into smoothies, blueberries, whatever. We make fruit smoothies all the time, very frequently. Other tricks you can do. We use all the bones from the goat, from the chicken. We boil it. We make our own broth for both. We save all the ends off our carrots, off our celery, all the paper from our onions. We'll save all the husks and everything from the corn. We boil it and we make jars of chicken broth, or vegetable broth. Freeze it up. And that's what we use to flavor rice. Now, one of the big things that we do that can help you a lot. We used to spend more grocery shopping. And what we did before was meat was the focus of the meal. You had meat. We always served veggies and whatever else, but meat was the focus. Now we try to use meat as an accent. So we do a lot of rice, bought at Costco or from an Asian grocery store nearby, bulk prices. We eat a lot of quinoa, get that from Costco. We do some beans, not a ton. No one here is a big fan of them. I got a 20-pound bag of beans, but we hardly ever do anything with it. But meat, the protein, is an accent to the meal. Lots of grain, lots of vegetables. We eat a ton of fruit. We serve cheese a lot of times with meals. And so we don't get bit by huge meat prices. Now, our daughter does tend to have a little iron deficiency, a little anemic. And so red meat's good for her. When we want a nicer cut of meat, that's what the goat's for. Because we get legs, we get shoulders, we get ribs, all that from the Costco Business Center. But we do get ground beef. But we're also not afraid when ground beef's a little too pricey to use ground turkey, to use ground sausage, both of which is cheaper than ground beef. But still, 10-pound chub for $47. We bought it. Okay? Um, buy in bulk, be smart. The whole point of this video was you don't have to spend a ton of money to feed your family. If you're feeding a family of four and you're spending $1,000 to $1,500 to do so, something is seriously wrong with how you're purchasing groceries. Now, I get it. Not maybe we're in a cheap part of the country. Not everybody has an Aldi's. Not everybody has a Costco. I get it. But there's got to be ways that you can adapt. Maybe take a few tidbits from what we've told you and save yourself some dough. And don't believe the hype that no one can afford to eat. Lots of people can afford to eat and do. But you got to buy smart. Make every calorie you buy be as packed with nutrition as you can possibly do. Don't worry about if you can get organic, great. But you know what? I just bought non-organic ketchup and it actually has corn syrup in it. Who cares? We're not pounding ketchup, and that little bit of corn syrup isn't going to kill us. Okay? Use some common sense. Don't waste your money on snacks and other stuff that you don't need. Let fruit and veggies be your snacks. You can buy some carrots, you can buy some celery sticks, cut them up, and make a great snack out of them with a little ranch dressing if you want. You can do that. I encourage all of you, comment if you want. And I realize I'm probably ticking some people off because you just don't have the circumstances, you don't have the storage space, you don't have a big pantry. We got a huge pantry. I got to admit, our living circumstances are pretty dang good. But if you're spending $1,000 to $1,500 to feed a family of four, something's wrong with the way you're going about things. Okay? And you can adapt and tweak things to bring those costs down. Thank you very much. Appreciate the time. Comment, let me know what you think, and I will happily make another video to answer whatever the questions you have. Thanks. Bye.